Deputy Catherine Connolly.
By saying that Galway in the 60s had the first cytology service. In 1999 it was picked as the laboratory to implement the first phase of the cervical screening. We had an excellent service in Galway until it was run down deliberately. I also sat on a health forum. I remember distinctly at the time I and my colleagues raising the most serious concerns about Quest, which you have reassured us tonight there's no difficulty with. We had the most serious concerns and the outsourcing. My question is, how many other cases are there arising from this audit or any other audit in relation to cervical cancer? How many other cases are in being or have been settled?
I certainly am not saying there's no difficulties in relation to anything regarding this. I'm just factually letting you know the information that I have as I have it in the interest of full disclosure. In relation to that issue, exactly working out how many other cases, if any, are underway, and indeed looking if there's cases that could potentially come down the tracks that we could avoid. The Attorney General and the State Claims Agency are working on that, and I'm happy to engage with the House once I have that information.
Has your department to date in relation to cases taken, exactly like the case that we're talking about tonight? Well, how many cases have been initiated? How many cases have been settled? How many have been subject to confidentiality clauses?
I'm very conscious of not putting information on the record of the Dáil that I can't stand over. And my officials don't seem to have a recollection of any other case similar to this that has been settled. But I would suggest that we could more wholesomely answer the question with officials at the Oireachtas Health Committee. And we will have to engage with the State Claims Agency to get that full detail. I'm very happy to share it with you, Deputy Connolly.
Before us.
I'm happy to share that with you.
I think that information should be before us. I'm not blaming you, Minister. You're telling me you're not aware. You should be informed. You should be told what cases are in being, what cases have been settled, what confidentiality clauses. Is there a mechanism that this information is given to you by the State Claims Agency? Now, I want an answer on that, please.
I'm informed there is no mechanism in relation to how this information is given to a department from the State Claims Agency.
Cases more in being, and there's no mechanism for the State Claims Agency to tell the department. Is that right?
But I have no intention of engaging in theoretics. That's why I've asked the
No, this is a question. That's what your officials seem to be nodding to you. There's no mechanism in place for the State Claims Agency. Okay. I'm waiting for the answer because I have two more.
Sorry, I don't want to take the time, but I want to try to answer the question. So the NTMA is the state body which operates with a commercial remit to provide asset and liability management services to government, and it's designated as the State Claims Agency when it's performing claims and risk management functions. The NTMA reports directly to the Minister for Finance in performance of its State Claims Agency functions. Under the NTMA Act, because this is important, the management of claims relating to clinical negligence arising in state authorities is delegated to the State Claims Agency. And as I've said, the State Claims Agency have informed me that I know, but you don't wish my answer to be put on the record.
No, I do. The NTMA were before us on the public accounts. I'm asking a very practical question. What mechanism is there to report back to the Department and you in relation to claims arising from similar circumstances as this case? That's one question. The next question. Mr. O'Brien said he was unaware of this case till he read it in the paper. Is that credible? And if that is so, my question, is there a mechanism? How can a health executive learn if they're unaware of the case?
Am I allowed to ask a question? The time for the question and the time for the answer are taken out of the same slot. And we cannot allow...
Coherently, I'd just like, Minister, if you could answer my question. Thanks.
Thank you.
Don't waste my time anymore, Coherently.
Deputy. Restrain yourself, Deputy. Restrain yourself. My job is to chair. My job is to chair the session. Your job is to sit down and wait your turn. No, I'm sorry. We've 38 seconds now, and you can have it anyway. 30. You're out of order. On Tara. You can do that. On Tara.
I'd suggest I'm in the hands of the House, but there's no need for this to be adversarial. I'm not in any rush if there's a few extra... If there's a few extra minutes, if there's extra time needed, I have no difficulty with that being provided here, rather than because people are asking me important questions, and I'd like to be able to answer the questions, and I don't want to be cut off in answering, and I don't want to cut you off in the question. Well, I'm sorry, I'm just a member of the House like everybody else. No,
the order of the House, that slot is now completed. If people want to use it in raising questions and making speeches, that's fine. The next speakers, the next